Here's a fun fact to ruin your day. If you're a man watching this, statistically, you're gonna die before the woman sitting next to you. Not eventually, sooner. On average, 5 to 6 years sooner. This isn't just a human thing. Scientists have found the exact same pattern in over 500 species of mammals, lions, elephants. Your neighbor's golden retriever, probably. Hello, Mrs. Bennett. So, is this actually on men themselves? Let's look at the evidence before we answer that.
Don't panic, people. I've got this. I have no idea what this thing does. I think it might save us. All right.
Here's the number that should sting. Globally, men account for roughly 71% of deaths linked to tobacco, and about 77% of deaths linked to alcohol. And on the job, men die from work-related accidents and disease at more than double the rate of women. The kind of gap driven by construction sites, mines, offshore rigs, and other physically dangerous work all over the world. And there isn't a single country on Earth where men outlive women. Not one. Okay, great. Are you recording? Good. Now the question is alcohol the answer? Alcohol is not the answer. Alcohol is a question. And the answer is always yes. I actually put this together so you could see clearly where men's risky behavior does the most damage, and it's basically the same pattern in every country. Skin cancer kills men at nearly double the rate it kills women, mostly for one dumb reason. Men just don't check their skin or bother with sunscreen. And underneath all of it is one cultural thread. Men are taught that needing help is a weakness, that I'm fine is the correct answer regardless of the question. So symptoms get ignored, stress gets bottled instead of talked through, and problems that could have been caught early get caught late, if they get caught at all. And here's the part that should really annoy you. Researchers who study this say there's barely any real public health effort focused on why men are dying early. Men's early deaths just get shrugged off as, well, that's just what men do, as if it's a personality trait instead of a public health crisis. So, is it men's own fault? Partly, yes. These are choices, and choices can change. But stick around, because part 2 is going to complicate the answer. Evolutionary bet. So why do men behave this way in the first place? For that, we have to zoom out. Way out. Past humans entirely. In October 2025, a study published in the journal Science Advances looked at life expectancy data across 528 species of mammals and 648 species of birds, animals in zoos and animals in the wild. The pattern: in 72% of mammal species, adult females lived longer than males by an average of 12%. Interestingly, birds showed the opposite pattern. In 68% of bird species, it's the males who live longer. The reason is something called sexual selection. In species where males compete hard for mates, fighting other males, taking risks to get noticed, evolution tends to build a body designed to peak fast and burn out, optimized to win right now rather than the last decades longer. The more intense that mating competition is in a species, the bigger the longevity gap between males and females tends to be. There's a companion finding here too. A study out earlier this year showed that across mammals, when reproduction is suppressed, lifespan increases by about 10%. Scientists haven't actually proven that this applies to humans, so no, I'm not saying your wife is the reason you're dying younger. Not yet, anyway. I haven't managed to prove that, but give me time, I'll get there. The biology underneath it all. Then here's the part where honestly, men didn't stand a chance to begin with. No bad decisions required. Women have 2 X chromosomes. Men have 1 X and 1 Y. That sounds like trivia, but it's actually a built-in safety net, or the lack of one. If a woman has a harmful mutation on one X chromosome, she's got a backup copy sitting right next to it. Men don't get that backup. One glitch, and there's no plan B. Don't blame me, I didn't make this up, this guy did. Then there's hormones. Estrogen, the dominant hormone in women, has a protective effect on the heart and blood vessels. Testosterone does the opposite. It's linked to higher LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and it nudges the immune system to work less efficiently. And speaking of immune systems, women's immune responses are, on average, simply stronger. They respond harder to infections and vaccines alike. A fresh study from late 2025 found that when researchers gave mice nerve injuries, male mice developed intense body-wide inflammation, while female mice barely reacted the same way. Same injury, wildly different internal chaos. So basically, men are running on a single core processor with no backup drive, a chemical cocktail working against their own heart, and an immune system that shows up to the fight 15 minutes late, and somehow we're still surprised when it crashes. And that's it. Greg? You know that coffee place you keep talking about? Let's go there. Your treat. Oh, by the way, you remember that guy I saw yesterday? The one with the weird jacket? I swear he looked exactly like... Actually, never mind.